welcome to my 19-week bump date. So I'm sure you've probably noticed, but I've missed 3 weeks of bump dates. It's been really crazy these past 3 weeks. We had a family vacation on Lake Powell, and I've just been driving a lot to kind of make our way to the West Coast. But honestly, there wasn't a lot of changes or really a lot to update you guys on during those past 3 weeks. I've been just feeling pretty great, pretty much the same. Nothing really new has happened in those 3 weeks, and a lot has happened this week. At 19 weeks, the baby is the size of a mango. That seems super big to me. The size of a mango inside my belly. That's just crazy to think about. But this week, I am feeling still pretty much great. The only real things that have kind of changed are I've been having a major sweet craving this week. Not really sure why, but I've been really wanting like candy or just like anything sweet. Other things are, I kind of feel like I'm a little bit moodier these past couple of weeks. I just get like super tired at night where I'm finished, like I'm done. Don't bother me, I really just need to go to sleep. And I just kind of get a little bit like more irritated or just moodier. I'm just not as even keeled as I would like or feel like I normally am. And then lastly, my hips are still kind of bothering me, my hips and lower back. But something that has been helping a lot is for our anniversary, Corbin got me a pregnancy pillow. And it's really, really helpful. I just feel like it helps my hips and back to like relax and feel supported at night, which then I think carries on into the next day, and the hip pain and the back pain is not as prevalent in the day. Now for news on the baby. Oh, we have so much news for the baby this week. I'm so excited. The baby is about half a pound, and we actually went somewhere super amazing. We went to this ultrasound that does 3D ultrasounds. My friend Misty from Daily Bumps set it up for us. And we got to see the baby in 3D. We got to see the baby move in there, kind of just like wiggling around and like stretching and kicking its legs and its hands. And there's like, the baby always had his hand like up by its head, and it was just like all kinds of really cool stuff we got to see. We got to spend so much time watching the baby and hearing the heartbeat. And I'll link that video right here, so you should definitely go check it out because we put that in the vlog recently. In that ultrasound, we also learned that I have an anterior placenta, which basically means my placenta is in the front of my belly. So there's a layer of placenta also between the baby and the outside of my skin. There's nothing wrong, there's no like risk or anything in that, but it basically means that it's probably why I haven't felt any real kicks, and I might not feel them for quite a while. It usually takes a lot longer if you have an anterior placenta to feel a baby kick, and even longer for your partner or family or friends to feel kicks as well. So that's kind of a bummer. There's nothing that can be done, obviously, and it doesn't really matter as long as the baby is healthy and happy in there. It just means that I have to be a little bit more patient waiting for those first real kicks. So learning lesson in patience, I guess. But probably the most exciting thing about this ultrasound is that the gender is known. So that's really our big news for this week, is the ultrasound and the gender reveal. And now I sent out in my last video, I talked about wanting to do a Q&A. So I know it's been 3 weeks since I said that, but I did want to answer some of your questions that I got from you. The first question, Kendall Joy asks, what are you most scared and most afraid about having your first baby? There's nothing that's super specific that I'm most afraid of. I'm really mostly excited, not really that afraid. Obviously, I have more of just like a sense of anxiety just because I've never had a baby before. And I don't know like how, like I've watched kids, I've been around kids, but I've never had like a newborn to take care of. And that just feels like so much responsibility. This fragile little human being that we are going to be taking home from the hospital with us someday soon, or soon-ish, not that soon, and be responsible for it. So I think just that overwhelming responsibility of like, okay, this person's life is now in my hands makes, not like afraid, but kind of just like Scary amount of anxiety about that. Skippy Lou Threadgood asks, do you guys plan on staying on the road once the baby is born? We do not plan on staying on the road. We are actually finishing up our epic road trip across North America. We've only got, let's see, like a couple of weeks left, which is kind of bittersweet, but we are gonna be in the Portland, Pacific Northwest area, and we have a place already kind of set up, but it's not permanent. But basically we're just trying to settle down or find a home in the Portland area. So that's where we're gonna be having the baby, and that's where we're planning on raising the baby, or at least staying there until we are ready to move on or travel again. On Twitter, Shannon Freeman asked, what are you looking forward to the most when you become a mommy? I'm just looking forward to everything, like even the sleepless nights of nursing and changing the dirty diapers and everything. I know I'm probably gonna totally get over that as soon as possible when the baby is actually born, but I'm really just looking forward to like throwing myself into being like the mom that I hope that I can be, and raising a beautiful baby to just enjoy life and explore and be happy and be kind. And I'm just very excited. I think it's an amazing, amazing gift to be a mother and to have the opportunity to raise a baby, and everything about that, all the hardships, all the struggles that I'm sure will come with it, I still think it's just going to be incredible, all of it. Also on Twitter, HagarTS. How many kids do you want, and what is your ideal age gap? Corbin and I are not sure. I mean, we've always kind of talked about we would have 2 to 3 kids, and our age gap would be probably 2 to 3 years. But really, everything is always flexible, everything always changes, and I mean, we never really know. But that's just kind of the thoughts that we're having right now. I'm gonna go ahead and do my belly shot right now. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all, and I will see you next week. Be where your feet are.